Alright guys, so Wreckfest recently launched on Xbox One. Today we're going to do a super quick review on it because I don't really have a lot of things to say and most of them aren't very nice. So if you follow me on Twitter, at Vision Spartan, I'll put it on the screen somewhere, you know that I posted about, it took me about 55 minutes to just open the game. That's because on launch, like launch day right at 8 o'clock, the game wouldn't open. If you have any USB drives plugged into your Xbox other than your storage unit, you have to unplug it and then open the game and then replug it back in. Like for me, I have headphones, for example. I have to unplug my headphones, open the game, replug them back in. Well, okay, you're thinking maybe that's just like a first time launch thing. No, that's every time you open the game. Alright, so every time you want to play this game, since it's a multiplayer game, you can't just leave it open, because then the server, it'll say server disconnected, and then you have to reopen it. So you have to reopen this game basically every time you play it. So basically, every time you play Wreckfest, you have to unplug USB cord, plug it back in. And not only is that a problem, but the game crashes, of course, right? So while you're playing, it'll crash, so you can just, basically you're unplugging your USB cord and plugging it back in constantly. Is an absolute pain, and that's just one of the first problems with this game. Another problem this game has is its way you kind of queue up for multiplayer. It doesn't have a squad system like any other game. You can't invite friends or anything. It has a server browser system like a lot of other games, but with other games, it's an additional option if you want to play a certain map, a certain game mode, maybe you want to play hardcore mode. For this, you just have to find a server that has a low enough player count for you and your friends to join. But half the time, it'll say 10 players, and you join it, and it's fucking full. So, that's some bullshit. So you kind of just, luck of the draw, you got 4 friends, 3 you can join, 2 you can join, you never really know unless you join with, 2 people, and then you're waiting for the lobby to load. So either way, it's just an absolute pain in the ass with the whole queue system they have going. But speaking of the waiting to load problem, let's get to these load screens, and, oh boy, here we go. Alright, so this is my biggest problem with the game. It's the load screen problem. This is from when you click on the individual server to join, all the way to when you load in to the actual game. And now let me tell you, you're like, this isn't that bad? It's only 30 seconds? Well, obviously, this is times 15 speed. So just to prove my point even more, I played for 28 minutes, timed it perfectly, capped it at 28 minutes, okay? And then I took out all of the gameplay. So it's literally nothing but loading screens. That's all this is. And so it's sped up, obviously, because I'm not going to make you sit here and watch all of these loading screens. But out of, that whole time, out of 28 minutes of being on the game, this is how much of it is loading screens. Alright, now obviously I'm not going to make you guys just sit here and stare at loading screens, but we'll let them run in the background while we do the rest of this review, just to prove my point. Another huge problem that I had that's just kind of annoying, it's not even an inconvenience, it's just annoying to hear. I don't know if you guys had this problem, but my controller vibration was off the fucking chain. Here, I recorded some of it and it sounds like I'm at a fucking dentist office. Just listen to this shit. And I always play with controller vibration on, and it's never been that loud. It literally sounds like I'm playing Operation with fucking Parkinson's disease. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with this game's controller vibration, but it's a problem. So as you can probably tell, we're still running loading screens in the background just from playing this game for 28 minutes. But you know what? We're not gonna watch any more of that because I kind of talk about the gameplay now. So let's go ahead and just cut to the gameplay part. And so I will say, this is one of those games that is definitely fun with the more people you have. And every game's fun with more people you have. I get your point, but that's not always true. Sometimes more people makes games worse. But anyways, the point I want to make here is, the more friends you have, you're just messing around, smacking into each other while you're driving. That is the fun part. And what's kind of sad about this game is doing good isn't fun. Coming in first place in this game and not seeing anybody, not touching anybody for the whole race, it's just not fun. But being in the middle or in the back and just smacking people, because all of the tracks are actually designed well to interloop, so you actually smack into each other a decent amount. So all of that's good. The actual wrecking is good. The graphics are fine. They're not great. I will say the cement destruction on some of the tracks looks really solid. But definitely, the more people you play this with, the more fun it'll be if you can convince anybody to buy this damn game. But it's definitely fun to just go around, smack into your friends, and smack into people. You can spectate your friends once you die and watch them dick around and shit. And it's definitely fun if you get past all the inconveniences. Fortunately, you can't host your own kind of like private thing with your friends. You have to just join a server like I talked about earlier. And there is multiplayer and single player, but no one's going to play this game single player, at least I don't think I would. You know, I already played it, tried it, and this game, like I said, with less people was less fun. So it's definitely a multiplayer superior game, and that's what I would stick to if you plan on buying this game. So my final thoughts on Wreckfest is it's definitely not worth it now, especially with this launch problem with the whole USB cable crap. So don't get it now. Even at the price point it's at now, I don't think, unless you have a lot of friends, it's not, fun enough to be $30, $40, or even if some people paid $60 for it. So it's definitely not at that price point. I'd say $15, maybe $20 if you got a lot of friends and you just like to mess around, then it'd be worth it. But especially, like I said, with this USB problem, and they said there's an update on the way, but I mean, it's been, what? By the time you guys see this video, probably 24 hours, and update's still not out. That's really all I have to say on Wreckfest, and I'll do a review on Control also, if you guys know what that game is. Gonna do a review on that. I'm literally about to start playing that now. That will come out probably by the end of the week, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment, follow me on Twitter, Twitch. I think that's it. That's everything. We're good, solid. Go to the outro.